Hi everyone, here I am to share how I submit Canberra Matrix and what step I followed so you can follow the same. If your situation matches my situation or if you have slightly different situation, you know what you'll have to do. So let's start with checking the Canberra Matrix score. Okay, so I can say most of you have already checked your score, but let me again go through just in case you have not. So if you're residing in Canberra, you can check this button. If you are overseas applicant, you can check this button. I was residing in Canberra, so I will do this. Alrighty. So if you go down, there is the thing where you can see how many points you can claim with this. So let's start with one sample. In my case, I was able to claim for 1 to 2 years. And just to let you guys know, your Canberra residency doesn't have to be continuous. And you can be residing in Queanbeyan or Jerrabambera, that is around 30 minutes commuting time from it's written here. Okay, so in my case, it was 1 to 2 years. I couldn't get 8 each, so it's %. And in terms of spouse, if you have spouse and he or she got superior or proficient English, they can apply for this one. In my case, it wasn't applicable. And also in terms of your nominated occupation. So yes, of course, I have my nominated occupation in ICT critical skill list for small business owner. In my term, it did not apply. And length of ICT employment, in my case, I was employed for 12 months plus. ICT employment skill level, in my case, I was working in nominated occupation, so I could claim 20 points out of that. In terms of your spouse partner employment, you can claim some points. So just go through this one. You need to meet these criteria explained on these bullet points. In my case, it did not apply. Okay, so in terms of tertiary qualification, I did my bachelor degree from Australia, so I could apply for 10 points. If any other points is relevant to your situation, just select that. Years of study in ACT tertiary institution. In my case, I did my professional year and I was in Canberra while doing that, so I could claim 5 points out of that. And close family ties, it doesn't apply to me, but if in your case, just have a look if you have any close family ties, they are Australian citizen or permanent resident, you could be able to get some point out of this. And as it's in Canberra, well, it doesn't apply to me. So yeah, I had total of 80 points while I was submitting my matrix, and it is in year 2023. So now let's go back and start matrix submission. Just scroll a bit further down. And so for migration agent, this is their login thing. We are not going to touch it. For individual applicant, hit on apply now. So let's wait while it loads. Okay, so this is the pretty simple form that I would say anyone can submit, okay, unless you have very critical situations. So I'm just gonna put some random thing. So last name, first name, Jenny, but make sure this matches what is on your citizenship or your passport or any legal document. That should be exactly the same, and that's apply with your date of birth as well. So if you have different date of birth, don't think that you are going to put actual date of birth that is not on your passport or any on your legal document. So just do this, passport number. So put your passport number, country of citizenship. In my case, I'm from Nepal. So I'm going to select Nepal, email address. Make sure you're putting here right email address, because on this email address, you are going to get your invitation for nomination, and for your further visa allotment, you're going to use the same email address. So let me do jenny@gmail.com. Okay, and skill occupation. So in my case, I worked as a developer. So, and the skill code, let me Google. So this is the one. Okay, so here I Googled because I know what it is. So in your case, you should have your skill assessment report where you can refer to your NGSCO code. So just make sure you're putting exact same NGSCO code as on your skill assessment paper, because that's what matters. So ACT nomination pathway. So in my case, I applied for 190 nomination. If you have 491, just hit on 491. And I have not done any doctorate in ACT University, residency status. I'm living in Canberra. So here is further forms, okay, that comes based on your selection in your residency status. So this is ACT, residence, okay, so eligibility criteria. So my nominated occupation is on ACT critical skill list, and date of arrival in Canberra. So I came here exactly around a year before. So, oh my God, that's too further. All right, so 2022, I would say. Okay, January 1st, current ACT residence. So I lived here for 1 year, so I could claim 5 points. English is proficient, and partners doesn't apply. Nominated occupation is on a critical skill list, and majority honor of register, it doesn't apply to me. Length of employment is 12 month plus, as I worked here around 13 months, so I could claim for 10 points. Employment skill level, so I was working, or I am working in nominated occupation, so I can claim for 20 points. Spouse or partner, it doesn't apply to me. Tertiary qualification, I did my bachelor, study completed, professional year, essay doesn't apply, and close family tie doesn't apply. Okay, so this is pretty simple form. This is all you need to do to submit your Canberra Matrix. So if there is something slightly different in your situation, just select those appropriate options as per your situation. So this is the last, and in case you say, okay, I want to apply for both 190 and 491, whichever comes first, I'm going to choose that. If you think that, just hit submit this one and again start new matrix and select your 491 option and you hit the submit button. I'm not going to hit it because I've already submitted my matrix and received my invitation and lost my visa. So yeah, this is all about it. And thank you. If you have any questions, just put in the comment. I'll try to reply, or if you are watching who have done it too and there is something that I'm missing, feel free to share your knowledge or feel free to share what I'm missing. I'll be more than happy to take any suggestion or advice from you. And the next step is you will have to submit your EOI via skill select. There is a video about it as well. And bye, thank you.